Hello and a very warm welcome here to my channel Bastelkiste. It is great to have you watching again. I am out here in the snow as you can see, and there is a reason for that. Today I would like to introduce a new outdoor smartphone to you, specifically the Cyber 8 Pro from the company HOTWAV. I have buried it here in the snow because this device is... I have to find it first. There it is. The device is resistant to cold, it is waterproof, dustproof, all that stuff. It also meets a military standard, just like the tablet I once presented. So it is a great piece of kit. I can operate it with gloves on and all sorts of things. Yeah, especially when I am skiing and do not necessarily want to take my gloves off. That works too. It has a huge battery, especially when I am going up and down the lift and want to take measurements where other batteries fail. The cold does not bother this thing at all, as it has a 12,000 milliamp hour battery. And yeah, we will take a look at more details in the warmth. See you later. Yeah, while I just quickly wipe the device dry here, I can also say something about the back at the same time. For example, we have an extremely loud waterproof speaker built in here. That is also something special. It actually delivers 125 decibels. We have, metal elements built into the back for protection, all over at those critical points. And of course, our rubber cushioning around the corners everywhere so that nothing happens. And we have here, as you can see, a huge LED lamp built in as an extra for an outdoor phone. A camping light, which I will of course show you in detail later on. It is totally cool, of course. I do not need a flashlight. I basically have everything on me when I have this device with me. With the huge 12,000 milliamp hour battery, I naturally have, great capacity and can easily turn on my LED light here. So before we look at the details now, I would say the device goes back into the packaging. And we will just start from the packaging. Yes, here we have the beautiful, elegant packaging. And inside the elegant packaging is the smartphone and various accessories. Here I have the option to apply a tempered glass screen protector, which is included if you like. I have, the charging cable and, well, something most smartphone manufacturers no longer include is this power adapter. And this power adapter is absolutely impressive because it charges the phone here with 55 watts. So that is an enormous amount. Just for comparison, the Samsung Galaxy Ultra only charges at 45 watts. Well, we definitely need the 55 watts because here we have more than double the battery capacity compared to a Galaxy Ultra. So that means we naturally need a fast charging function here so we don't have to wait 8 hours for the battery to be full. Yes, let's move on to the battery. I already mentioned the battery. It has a capacity of 12,000 milliampere hours. Normal standard phones have about 4,000 milliampere hours. So you could say it's roughly 3 times as much. Now let's take a closer look at the device itself. So we have the Android 15 software installed on here. And another special feature is right here, this glove mode, which you can activate here. As I said at the start, if you're skiing, you don't necessarily have to take your gloves off. The display responds even with them on. And if we now take a look at the About Phone section, well, we have the Dimensity 7050 CPU built in here. We have 12 gigabytes of memory, which we can expand by another 20 gigabytes. I already mentioned Android 15. The available storage space that is used for loading, saving, and storing photos, videos, and other types of files or data on this particular device is a total of 512 gigabytes, which is actually quite a substantial amount of storage capacity, I would say. That is in fact quite a lot of space for most users' needs. Here, on this screen, I have the option to check and view the current version number of the system software. And of course, I can also perform my system update whenever it is necessary or convenient for me. Check for updates. My device is currently up to date. Okay, then I can exit this screen again. We have a 20 megapixel front camera built in at the top. On the back, we have a 108 megapixel camera with 4 times optical zoom. The camera has a night vision function, basically a real night vision device, which is very practical for outdoor use. And of course, we'll take a look at that in the dark in just a moment. Then I mentioned the camping light, which is a useful piece of equipment, and we'll take a look at that outside as well. It's controlled via this interface. Now I have to enable the functionality first. There we go. It's controlled through this camping mode, and then I can turn it on right here. You can see it already. Yes, this is the middle mode. And then there's the high mode, which is exceptionally bright and noticeably more powerful. But I'll show you that outside later. I'll turn the whole thing off again here. Yes, I'd like to ask the AI now. It should tell us a bit more about the highlights of the Hyper 8 Pro.
Sure, here's a compact summary of the highlights. First, it's an outdoor rugged phone with IP68, IP69K, and MyLSD 810H standard. Second, a huge 12,000 mAh battery with 55-watt fast charging. Third, the MediaTek Dimensity 7050 processor with 6nm technology and 5G support. Fourth, 12 GB of RAM, expandable by another 20 GB of virtual RAM, and 512 GB of internal storage, expandable via microSD card up to 2 TB. Fifth, a 6.8-inch 2K display with a 120 Hz refresh rate. Sixth, super loudspeaker with 125 dB. All in all, a robust powerhouse, ideal for outdoor use.
Yes, the AI has naturally mentioned some highlights, but there's much more to discover on the device, like the AI that supports the camera and thereby optimizes the images even further. We have 360-degree edge protection that protects the device from drops. Ideal, of course, for user groups like sports, hiking, climbing, construction sites, and so on, where you simply need these features so the phone doesn't get destroyed. This device definitely brings all of that to the table. Yes, the downside, it must be said, is that because we have such a huge battery, the phone is no longer so delicate. That means it's naturally a bit bulky on the sides. If you don't mind that, you're perfectly served with this device. Weight is approximately 525 grams. Yeah, here, it's okay, it's perfect for this massive battery. So anyone interested in the device can check the video description. I've linked the item right there. Yes, I'd also like to demonstrate to you now just how loud this speaker actually is. I'll go to warning here. I'm going to set the volume to maximum now, and then I'll press right here. So you heard it, that is extremely loud. Well, it's not completely dark in the room, but you can very clearly and easily see the noticeable difference between the phone without any night vision and the device that is equipped with night vision. I have that option here. Wonderful. So it works great. Well, now I'm here in a pitch black room. Now I'll turn on the camping light here. My cat is naturally also very curious about what I'm doing here. And here you can see it quite well. It lights up the entire dark room. So you can see everything there. This is really a great thing here with this camping light. And in reality, it's much brighter than it seems here. Yes, last but not least, let's give the HOTWAV another bath, because that doesn't bother the device at all. It's waterproof at a depth of 2 meters for 30 minutes according to the manufacturer. So it can easily fall into the water. That's not bad at all. Yes, and so I've reached the end of my video here. I hope I could show you a bit about the device. I'd be happy, of course, if you'd leave a thumbs up and subscribe to me. If you want to know anything else, then write in the comments. I'll try to answer it, and then I'd say take care. Until my next video.